Hello and welcome to this lesson on Sikhism. In particular, we are going to be looking at Sikh gurus today. So it's Sikhism and Sikh gurus. Also worth mentioning from the outset, this is not an information giving video, one of guidance through the PowerPoint, which will sit next to this video. And let's do this together so we're really clear on what we need to do on Sikh gurus. You will be able to see on slide 1 that there are lots of pictures of the various gurus that have existed over the last 500 years or so. In the centre you'll be able to see the Guru Granth Sahib, which is a book. Okay, itching to give you information, but it's just a guidance video. Absolutely at this stage, nothing to do other than could you please just get your title down, the Sikh gurus. Okay, similarly there is a similar slide for slide 2. Again, it says lost, listen to and talk about stories of the gurus from the Sikh faith. And that's essentially that lesson objective is what we're going to do today. You will have ability to be able to talk about the stories, only in brief, of the 10 gurus that have existed. Again, could you please copy down the lesson objective? Okay, slide 3, you will see a bit more detail here now, okay, which gives you a bit of foundation information to Sikhism. What we would like you to do is not just to copy all this information, that would be really boring, but could you please just pick out the key information, that information that you feel, for example, is really important. For example, who was the first guru? Might be a really good place to start as we are looking at gurus in particular. Who was the first? When did he or she exist? What was he or she responsible for? Who was the last? Okay, so perhaps just make notes on those things in particular. Now slide 4, there is a table that you're presented with and a piece of instruction that quite clearly say, if you could please, copy the table onto your paper or copy the table and take a whole page to do it, and you'll see the following headings. And I'd like you, if you're doing this on paper, to obviously do the following headings. The first one is the guru name. Secondly, what they did for Sikhism. Thirdly, why were their actions important? And finally, an extension activity, but do have a go please, okay? What might make the guru more important than the rest? And that is the one that I'd like you to do, we would like you to do at the end after you have done the first 3 columns. Hence it's an extension, but it's one we would like you to do because it really encourages you to reflect on each of the guru's actions and what they did. Okay, we then scoot on to slide 5. And it's going to ask you to travel around the room. Now, obviously, that's something that you're not expected to do. All the information will be on the PowerPoint provided. And by viewing the PowerPoint, you will be able to start to populate your table with, for example, finding the guru's names. That's the easiest one. Everyone will be able to do that very quickly. And what they did for Sikhism and why their actions were important. These are the key things that you're looking for, okay, when you're faced with, for example, slide 6, which is of the first guru, Guru Nanak. So don't forget what you're doing. So already I've given you the name. What did they do? Okay, now at this stage, you don't have to do that extension task because you may not know. You may actually think, yes, it was important, for example, what Guru Nanak did, but I don't know yet if it's the most important thing because, of course, you haven't seen the others. Now, slide 6, sorry to look away from the camera for a little while, but I'm just looking at the PowerPoint here. Slide 6, right the way down to slide 17, to slide 16, slide 6 to 16, so it's 10 slides, of course, for each of the gurus. Slide 6 to 16 consists of giving you information about each of the gurus. So clearly, once again, record each of their names. Write down what they did, okay? And essentially populate your table with the information, slide 6 to 16. Now, 17. This is very much what we would like you to populate in the final column of your table. and it's which guru would you consider to be the most important. Now, it does say discuss. Great if you can. Obviously, if that's not possible, populate that column. Now, do not please just write the name Nanak, Guru Nanak. If that is the case, then of course you need to write why you think it is that particular guru. Okay, and that